Hello, good afternoon, and welcome on your Real Talk with Mrs. Fam. I remain your host, Olayinka Omotayo Fambegbe, aka Mrs. Fam. How are you? A special welcome to our listeners. If you're joining us for the first time, we welcome you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. And a very, very big thank you to our regular listeners. We are a family. We can call each other family now. Welcome on today's show. I want to thank you for your love, for your continuous support, for the messages, for your calls. What more can I say? Thank you so much. May God continue to bless you. Truly, you are the heartbeat of this show. Remember, friends, this is your program. We would like to hear from you. You send us messages. You want to send out love to your loved ones. You want to wish them a happy birthday, happy wedding anniversary, happy holidays, happy new week. In fact, happy new day. That is exactly why we're here. And if you're a business owner and you would like to advertise your products or your services, please get in touch with us. That is exactly why we are here. And we want to make sure that we talk about today's topic. In fact, I want to make sure that I don't discuss today's topic on my own. So let us gather together now. Call your friends, call your neighbors, call your colleagues. That's Mrs. What? Mrs. Pham. She's on the show today. She is on air. She is live on the program. So let's talk about the topic for today. Your circle of friends. That means your family, your partners, your colleagues, even social media influences, how do they shape you? How are you shaped with your friends? Who do you speak to? Who do you relate with? Who are those that are your support network? Who do you, where do you get your feet from? So I want to ask listeners now, who inspires you? Who challenges you positively? And who has ever held you back? So I'm inviting responses now. That's exactly what I'm doing. In your circle, to be precise. Before we move on, I just want to take a couple of text messages. And I'm aware that we have a caller on the line, but I'll just take these messages first. My name is Olajumoke Olariwaju. Good afternoon, Olajumoke Olariwaju. My little contribution to the topic is, yes, the people you spend the most time with can influence your mindset, habits, confidence, opportunities, and even the decisions you make. While no other determines your future entirely, your circle can have a powerful impact on the direction your life takes. She continued to say, your circle influences your direction. Your friends and close relationship often shapes your attitudes, beliefs, and ambitions. Positive people encourage growth, accountability, and resilience. Negative influences can normalize poor choices, unhealthy habits, and self-doubt. Walk with the wisdom and let God direct your mind. Become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. That's Proverb 13:20. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. Olajumoke Olariwaju, thanks for your contribution. Do we have another message? Okay. So I'm going to bring my caller in. She's our regular caller, Abimbola. Good afternoon to you. Thank you for joining us today on Real Talk with Mrs. Fab. Hello.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. And once again, I know it's been very, very busy. You're a very busy woman. The many hats that you wear. But, taking your time to come on this program, I really, really do not take it for granted. So let's go into today's topic. Your circle shapes your future. Recognizing health and toxic relationship. What does that mean to you?
Um, to be honest, it just simply means the people you move with, the people you roll with, Like they say, show me your friends and I'll tell you exactly who you are.
Hmm.
So that's exactly what the topic is talking about. So the people you wrap yourself around tend to rub off on you. No matter how disciplined you think you are assimilating energies. So, and essentially that may transcend into your reality.
Hmm.
There's a popular say that when you move with elite, you will behave like the elite. When you
Okay.
move with rich people, over time you become wealthy because you're going to learn the secret to riches. So, and it's just it. And just let me put this adage as well. I don't know how to translate it to English, but I'll just
Okay.
explain it. It simply means tí ewé bá pẹ́ lára ọṣẹ, á di ọṣẹ.
Okay.
You know, it simply means like if you have a strand of leaf from a tree and you get the leaf and you put a bar of soap on it, after a while the leaf form lather, so it becomes the soap. And that is just what it is when it comes to people you surround yourself with, your circle, because mindset is something that is transferable one person to another, no matter how much you think you're mentally capable to handle yourself. Mindsets can rub off on you, morals can rub off on you, and good conduct may corrupt your own good manner. I mean, bad conduct may corrupt your good manners. So this is just the essence of this topic, and that's what I think it means. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Honestly, you have almost said it all. But now that we have an idea of what the topic is about, and we want to talk about it being toxic. So being toxic can be from maybe family, from friends, from partners, from colleagues, even on social media. How do you draw yourself out of that kind of situation?
I think first off, let's talk about the impact, and then we'll talk about when we draw ourselves out of it. So so normally we know when you surround yourself with bad influence, or the people you surround yourself with, essentially, whether bad or good, will have an impact in your life.
You're right.
Yeah. But now when it becomes toxic is this: if you find out that you are indulging people that are
Encouraging.
constantly targeting you or targeting your mental health, maybe, for example, everything they say about you is,
take it on.
When you do good thing, they don't spot it. But the moment you take a wrong turn, they just go, oh, Joe Black, you've just turned wrong. People don't usually turn that way, and they leave it there and they wait again. And so every time, and also it could be that the people you surround yourself
Can I
with
quickly
are
interrupt
always
you
talking.
there, please? Can I quickly interrupt
Sorry,
you
I'm going
there?
to forget what I'm about to say.
Yeah, but there's a point that I want to make as well. So when people do wrong things, I don't really think it's a bad thing when you're being corrected. But is it the tone of how you're corrected that
No,
matters?
that's what you mean, because you didn't let me. How do I say it? I'm not talking about correction in love.
In love, because that's important that we mention that as well.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm saying, like, there are people. The only time they make a comment, put a commentary to you, is when you've done something that is less of the standard they expected. They don't shine. They don't spotlight your wins. They don't celebrate your win. Everything is just, even the children we have, even anybody, even parents, even siblings, even friends. If every time you see people is only negative thing that comes to your mind, you're very quick to spot. You don't compliment them when they're doing good thing and say, oh, you're really doing well. Every time is just when they do bad. And if you surround yourself with people who are negative spotters, it could have negative impact. Another thing is, if you also surround yourself with people who every time they're always condescending towards people, they're always the mean people, they talk bad about people, over time the toxicity of that environment will rub off on you. And if you surround yourself with environment of every time is arguments, there are some group of friends, every time they're together they're always settling one argument or one quarrel or the other.
Very draining.
Things like that, draining. And if you're that one person who is easygoing and you seem to now find yourself in the midst or in the gathering or surrounded by a circle of people that are always settling dispute, over time, even if you're not part of the dispute, it will drain your energy.
It will,
It will drain
definitely.
you. And that is where the toxic level affects you mentally.
Thank you for
And it could
that.
affect the way you speak as well. Until one day you get triggered, you realize that you've absorbed all their ways and you dish it out even worse than the way they've done it.
And it does affect people's confidences, doesn't it? Because at the end of the day, if you allow that to be a norm for you, then you feel, oh, some people may even feel I can't do anything right, because the people around them are always bringing them down, especially when you have you're promoted at work, or you have a business that you've started, and that person or your support network are just not there to encourage you or even celebrate your wins. Like you said, some can be very controlling. And
yeah, I mean, it can be. I don't want to use the word controlling, because after time it's an element of it, but essentially it could feel like you are never, so after time, then it will make you lose confidence in the belief that you have for yourself, because we all have belief system for
confidence.
ourselves. We have that belief system when we say, oh, I'm capable of doing this. For example, every time I cook, it tastes good, everybody. But if you're constantly being picked on over time, you don't see yourself as good as you used to think you were.
You're right.
And
You're
then
right.
that just shapes into lowering your self-confidence, and then it could take your voice away from you as well, because essentially you no longer, because it's only as much as the belief system is strong, is what will indicate you to stand and sell what you know. Like, if you believe in yourself and people say, talk about Yinka, for example, or Mrs. Pham, you're going to speak based off of the level of your belief system, your confidence level.
You're right.
But if that confidence, your voice has been taken or dimmed, it's going to reflect in the way you portray yourself, in the way you sell yourself, in the way you carry yourself. And over time, a build-up of that could essentially be detrimental to your health.
Thank you. Abimbola, I'm going to ask you 2 more questions before I let you go. Why do you think people stay in that kind of relationship?
It could be, okay, it could be the need to belong.
To belong.
If they feel the need to belong. So, for example, if an introvert all of a sudden, for example, started enjoying a little bit of extrovert activities, and they, so for example, let's say people go to Wambe parties, the girls, they're wearing all the accessory and doing like the bougie thing, and then there's this one person who can only feel like they are alive every time they are in the midst of these people, whether male or female, where they feel like, oh, I come alive when I'm there. When I'm home, I'm not accepted. So if the home is dysfunctional and they find themselves in that set of people where they feel alive, there's the adrenaline, there is that joy they feel in that moment. So when this toxic mindset or the energy is shifting and pressing on them, they cannot come out, because they don't even know how to. They feel like, oh, if I leave now, I'm not going to find another group of friends, or I'm going to miss them. So they're not confidence in, they're not, how do I say, there's a word I'm looking for. They're not able to enjoy their own company without feeling validated with all this. They just want to belong to this high society people. Yeah, so I think that is it. Another thing is, maybe there is an influencer, a higher influencer in that circle, that whenever they feel like, look, maybe that, we do that, where we call that one person we feel like we can talk to, and say, look, I'm not comfortable with this group. I think I might take a move. And the person will go like, it doesn't matter, you just want to be indoor. I'm going to take myself for an example, of course, and that's because you know me very well. So because I find it a little bit vulgar when I'm in the midst of people that are very rowdy. So sometimes I may want to just say, you know what, I don't want to be in that setting. But there is always one person that will call me and say, it doesn't matter. You can't just stay. We look like you're feeling too big. So they downplay the situation and make it feel like at least you're not the one they're fighting with. They're just arguing. People do that a lot. They argue. They settle it. Why do you want to? Because A, B, and C are doing this thing and you want to pull out a group.
Yeah.
So they can make you feel like it's not even up to you, like, it's nothing to do
like
with
it's
you.
not that deep. Yeah,
it's not that deep. Just don't deep it. Like just stay there. Just at least
go with the flow, kind of. Yeah,
go with the flow. Just keep quiet. You can't be indoor and just be there. So they say this thing, downplay it, and make you look like you're an antisocial.
Yeah.
So if you feel that, if you allow that voice,
so you need your own inner voice to speak with you, or to you.
You need your inner voice. You also need to be self-sufficient. There a little bit of that.
I was coming to that now. So this brings me to the last question before I let you go. Now that, that person has been able to identify, or, like you use yourself as an example, this is what you want, or this is what is being discussed that doesn't really go down well with you, and that doesn't make you an introvert, you understand? So how can someone recover confidence after leaving that kind of environment or that kind of relationship or, group of people? Or it could be on social media. So for some people, it is detaching themselves from watching what they feel is not beneficial for them. They've been able to identify this person that I'm following, that I call my mentor. I have found out that this is not the person for me, or this is not what I should be feeding my brain with, or rolling with, or this kind of people they're not for me. How do you now recover confidence after leaving that kind of situation?
It depends on the level of damage that's been done, maybe to your mental health or to your confidence level or self-worth. That will determine the level of recovery or what you need to do to get. Sometimes you might need also to practice body mindfulness and be intentional in what you do. First off, I think in that situation, when you just pull out of a toxic circle, I think the first thing is to keep yourself centered. In the first few, maybe months, some people recover differently, or weeks, or for as long as your body allows. Don't force it.
Maybe set boundaries first.
Practice enjoying your own company. Just practice enjoying. Find what you love doing. Practice your own enjoying your own company. Some people,
I want to believe that works for you.
I think it works for me. It might work for people. I mean, or I don't know. Again, it's just
a personal
advice,
thing.
A personal thing that I'm just, practice that, and also set boundaries. Let your no be no, let your yay be yay, because
is that saying no without guilt? Is that what you're trying to say? Saying no without feeling guilty. That's good.
Yeah, say no without feeling guilty, and also, stand on business. So, for example, if you say you don't want this thing, ask yourself, like, do I truly not want it? And then if your answer is yes, let you don't want it be you don't want it. It's just like no one can feed you poison, because it's going to harm you.
Nobody can feed you. One. Yeah. And is that like avoiding disrespectful languages? Because some people just have no respect at all.
To be honest, avoiding disrespectful language has to do with, obviously, the circle that we're talking about. So if you don't use a language on people, they have no right to use it on you.
Sometimes you don't use disrespectful language on people, but they do use it on you.
And that you just need to tell them right there, don't let it, and don't match that energy. So when someone utter a word and they're being vulgar with their language, you can simply just look at them and just tell them there's no need for that.
There's no need for that.
Sometimes there is no need for that. Trust me, if this person have their six senses working, that alone is like you're putting water in fire. There's no need for that sentence, or there's no need for that language. I don't tolerate it. I don't accept that. And then shut it down. And don't look back. Don't say it twice. Just say it once, very calm but firm. Just turn back and say, look, I don't tolerate you, or you will, you will not speak to me like that. No, there's nothing respectful about that. Very firm but soft. Do you know what I mean? Because there is power in the way you deliver. I don't want this. But don't go brouhaha, because it will suck your energy. If someone is calling you names, say, turn back once. It's just an acting movie. Have you seen Shola Shobowale? Just turn back once and say it. I do not tolerate that. Simple. Or you will not speak to me like that. Simple.
It's not acceptable.
There is no need for that. That is,
And I will not talk to you in that manner.
I won't even tell you I won't talk to you in that manner. Once I'm done, I turn back. I'll leave you to assimilate what I said.
Oh God.
And if you call me, I'll leave you. I'll leave you in that moment, because you're going to think.
Reflect on that.
You're going to reflect. And if you call me back, I'm not going to listen. And then I'll leave you to get home and do your thinking. Because that's the only way you can. Over time, people will learn to say, oh, this person doesn't want this.
Thank you so much, Bimbo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution. You're just one of our regulars that we can call anytime, and we're dead sure that you're going to come on. Thank you so much. We have so much trust in you, Bimbo. We're going to let you go now.
I should tell everyone.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank you. God bless you. Bye for now. We have another caller on the line. Hello, Kemi from South Africa. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very well. I want to believe this is your first time of calling. Is that right?
Yes, it is my first time.
Hello. Welcome to Real Talk.
Thank you.
So, let's go on straight into today's topic. What do you think about the circle of friends that we keep? Family, colleagues. Maybe on social media. How to recognize that this is toxic and how we can make it healthy. What's your take on that?
So I believe our circle really shapes who we become.
Okay.
And also in our mindsets, choice, and future. So with all relationship brings peace, encouragement, honesty, and growth. But I think there's something people don't really talk about now.
Okay.
They don't about in healthy relationship there's always disagreements. So people do disagree and stuff like that. But with all the relationship, once there's any disagreements, they fix it immediately. It doesn't take long, like 5 days, 6 days, like that. So toxic relationships always fight, abuse, and stuff like that. They are always disrespecting and stuff like that. So I think with that, healthy relationship, they are okay for healthy relationship to work. So two people have to build it who are willing to. They have to build it properly for it to be healthy.
Right. So how do you think, like our first caller, she did mention, how that can affect, people's mental health. It can cause stress level to go up. Some people can even feel, like have low confidence. So how can one get themselves out of this kind of relationship? Because it can be that when you put something up, like a business or something that, maybe your birthday, somebody, they just see all the bad things and never see anything good. Even when you're being corrected for, things that may be bad, they don't say it with, that tone that, feels like they really care. They say it from a place of, anger or jealousy or, just being disrespectful. How do you think one can come out of that kind of situation?
I think it's best for someone to just leave, like just stay away from those kind of people. That's the thing. We just have to stay away from.
Stay away completely. Yes. So how do you stay away? Is it that you cease to watch? It can be a mentor on WhatsApp. I mean, on Instagram or let's just say socials generally, because some people are so addicted that what you feed yourself with, it's so hard. Some people are so addicted to watching some things or listening to some group of people, even though they know this is not beneficial to them, and maybe they're at work, they have to listen to it, they have to watch it, they're at work, they're in the bathroom, they're in the kitchen, so it's not very, it's kind of like an addict sometimes, So how do people really, really bring themselves out of that situation?
Firstly, I think we have to just focus on something else, like find something new, like hobby to do.
Good.
Like you just have to find something new to do, just to distract you from such things.
Very well. Very well. And when you eventually get to that stage of distracting yourself, and then how then do people now cope without having that, because for some people it is normal for them to be in a toxic relationship. It could be normal for some people. So now they are no longer there. I know you said find something else to distract yourself, or engage yourself with, or maybe roll with another person, or do more researches on other things to distract you. How do they cope after?
Okay, number one, I know to leave the relationship, it's gonna be like hurtful and stuff like that. But then you just have to just move. You have to just cope. That's something. You just have to cope with it, because once you are there, it's gonna drain you seriously. It's gonna drain a person.
Drain. Seriously. That's a good word.
So much.
You don't want people to drain you. Yeah.
It will. But once you are just out of it, you just have to cope seriously, because I know it's not something easy to do. Okay, there is someone like that I know about. She was in a relationship like that. So she has been in a relationship with her husband for years. So she has 2 kids with the man, but it's kind of like toxic and stuff like that. But for her to move on, she could not. It wasn't possible for her to move on. She was looking somehow tattered and stuff like that. But then I had to encourage her, like, you know what? You going back to this person, it's gonna drain you, and you won't be able to find your life for you to get back. And your kids, these are your priority right now. You have to focus on. Then she thought about it. She was like, you know what? I'm done with this. She had to focus. Right now, she's doing good. She's doing good because of what? She's putting herself first, and the kids also.
I like that word. She's putting herself first. That's a very good one. Right, listen, thank you so much, Emma from South Africa. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for contributing on Real Talk with Mrs. Pham. Take care. Bye, Bye for now.
Bye.
Hello, caller. God, it's been from one call to the other today. It's such a busy line. This topic is so interesting, I know, and because it's such a sensitive topic at the other side. But I know a lot of people have one thing or the other, to want to contribute. Whether it's affected you directly or somebody that you know, I just want to encourage that you just keep the calls coming in, the text, voice notes, so that other people can learn as well. So we have a caller in. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mrs. Pham. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Bumi. I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
Our regular caller.
Yay! I missed the show.
We missed you as well. How are you today?
I'm very well, and you? How you doing?
Very well. I'll just remind you what the topic is about. Your circle shapes your future. So, recognizing health and toxic relationship. What's your take on that?
First of all, I would like to say it's not only for couples that we do have relationship. You can have relationship from your siblings, your friends, your colleagues at work. So we should understand that toxic and healthy relationship can come in from all angles.
Yes.
So when we talk about healthy relationship, we'll see people that, you guys are showing each other respect, you love each other, you trust, you support, you have good communication. When you surround yourself with people like that, that's mostly what you get as feedback. But when you have toxic relationship, there's gonna be criticism. Fine, there are some criticism that are very healthy.
Yes, you're right.
When you see people telling you or criticizing you, oh, you can do better.
Yes.
Why not do it this way?
Yes.
Those ones are healthy criticism. But when your criticism is coming from an envy or jealous side, that is
That's
an
dangerous.
unhealthy criticism. That is very dangerous. That's coming from a toxic relationship. When there is so much controlling, so much
Control.
disrespect, so much
Disrespect.
emotional abuse,
Oh
then
God.
that is not a healthy relationship. So most of the time, we find ourselves in these circles where it comes from friends, where it comes from families, where it comes from husband and wife. And earlier you asked about how can someone get out of this toxic relationship.
Yes, I did.
Such your kind of program, listening to your kind of program where people come in and share their different experiences can easily help one to get out of toxic relationship. Permit
Thank you
me
for
at this
that.
point to share my experience
Okay.
in relationship.
Okay.
I've had so many friends, like I believe I share more of myself to them. But when it comes to them sharing their own parts, it's difficult. I sat down and wonder. I begin to understand that I think I'm giving myself too much to this
Okay.
kind of relationship.
All
It's not
right.
giving me back what I'm giving it.
The
So I have to
energy.
step back. The energy is not aligning.
Okay.
Even in the other aspects of relationship, I've been in abusive relationship. Words can be so abusive to me. When you say some words to me, it makes me coil back into my shell. I will not, it derives me of my self-esteem. It made me so damaged that I didn't see myself like this is what I can do for myself. How did I get out of that relationship? Most of the time when it comes to the words like that, I stay back, I don't react. But now I begin to say it out. You don't talk to me like that. I don't deserve to for you to approach me or talk to me like that. That is me voicing myself out. Like this is how I need to be respected. And when I see that the respect is not coming, I move out of that relationship. Because number one, you will not get peace of mind. You will not be happy when people are not treating you right. So it's easier to say, oh, you make yourself happy, but when you're not getting respect from people that you deserve to have respect from them, you'll not be happy. So
Thank you
one of
so
the
much.
things I did is I really, really take myself out of that relationship. I set boundaries for myself.
You set
No, I
boundaries.
don't want. Yes, I don't want you to talk to
You
me like this.
found
And if you continue
yourself.
talking to me,
You
I
found your
found my
voice.
literally. I found myself. I found my voice, and you particularly helped me in a lot of ways.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Your program has been an insight and informative for someone like me. I always learn on your program.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Mrs. Pham. Thank you for the platform you're
you're
giving to
very, very
a whole lot
welcome.
of us
Thank
out
you
there.
so much. I am so glad, and I'm sure my producer too here is beaming with, oh, we're doing great job. Thank you
Yes, thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
letting us know that. And we want to continue and we will continue. And we can't do it on our own. We are family.
Yeah.
We all have to continue to do this. We have to continue to reach out to this community and
Yeah.
enlighten and encourage each other. I am happy that you're able to see yourself. You've been able to
Yes.
find your own voice. You've been able to
Mhm.
say to people, look, do not talk to me in that manner. I do
Mm.
not deserve to be spoken to like that. Honestly, we all need to come to a point where we will be able to identify this one relationship is toxic. I am not going
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
continue to remain in this. Thank you.
Exactly. We should
And
continue to surround ourselves with people that respect us,
positive,
that
yes.
care about us, that
Yes.
are honest, and we'll find a better life
Some
afterwards. Thank you so much for
people
this
all want
time.
the best and want to see the
Uh-huh.
best in us. Thank you so much.
Exactly.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
And you
Speak to
too. Thank
you
you so much
later.
for
Bye
this time.
bye. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
For me from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria, and she's one of our regular callers. I have a text message here, and this is from I honestly do not have a name, but I'd like to join you on the line, please. Ah, caller. It's been a very busy one today, so please keep trying. Keep trying. Hello, caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing very well. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Oluwatoyin Blessing Babarinde, and I'm calling from South Africa.
Oluwatoyin, it's very nice to have you on the program. I want to believe this is your first time of calling.
Yes, sure. That's my first time.
You're very, very welcome to Real Talk with Mrs. Pham. That's a clap for you. Nice to have you. So you know about today's topic. I just repeat it, which is the circle shapes your future. So recognizing health and toxic relationship. What do you think of that topic?
What I really think about that topic is some people actually encourage you and some people helps you to grow, while other people do drain you and make you doubt yourself. And I would also say you should actually surround yourself with good people because good people push you to be a better person. They also help you to be comfortable and also celebrate you. While toxic people leave you tired, drained, and also start shrinking yourself into pity.
Very well. They make you doubt yourself, don't they?
Yes, they do. They really do. The question people need to be asking is, are the people around me making me more peaceful, or are they making me more focused? Or are they also making me more the person that I want to become? That's the question people need to be asking. And if that's a no, maybe it's time to set boundaries.
I like the way you said, if that's a no, maybe it is time to set boundaries. Boundaries are very, very important, and it's not being disrespectful when you create boundaries. I really, really want to thank you, Oluwatoyin from South Africa. Thanks for your contribution, and I hope this is the beginning of the beginning and the beginning where you call, text, and tell other people about this radio program, how we're reaching out. And you know what, again, we are on this, we are a family. So welcome to our family.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Stay blessed. Bye for now.
Thank you.
So as we come to the end of today's edition of Real Talk with Mrs. Pham, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to every one of you who is tuned in today, to those who's called, sent text messages. Your participation, honestly, have made this program meaningful, because this isn't just my show. Like I say, it is a family affair, and we are one happy family. We are one happy community. Today we've been talking about the circle. Your circle shapes your future, recognizing healthy and toxic relationship. So I hope today's message, conversation, has encouraged you to take a closer look and take a closer look at the people around you, to remember the right circle will encourage your growth. People who truly, truly loves you will celebrate your success, support you through challenges, help you become the best version of yourself. So never be afraid to set healthy boundaries and protect your peace. So if today's discussion has really helped you, please share it with your family, your friends. Let's continue to say these important conversations. Let's continue to engage in this community with this family. So if you're a business owner and you want to advertise your products, your services on Kosoro Evergreen, we would love to hear from you. Until we meet again next Sunday, 2 to 3 p.m. UK time, take care of yourself, be kind to one another, choose your circle wisely, and remember that every positive choice you make today shapes a better tomorrow. I have been your host, Mrs. Pham. Thank you for listening to Real Talk with Mrs. Pham. Have a peaceful, productive, and blessed week. God bless you. Bye for now.